In this video, I will go over how to take a name that is presented and flip the two name parts. So in this case, we've got last name space first name, but we want to flip it to be first name space last name. To do this, I'm going to be using some string dissection, and I'll be using that within the formula tool. So I will bring the formula tool to the canvas, and what I notice first is that each of these names have something in common. There's a space between the two name parts. So that's what I want to use to my advantage to be able to reverse these names. So first, I'll add a new column called reversed name. And let's go ahead and find where that space is. So we can do find string. Which string are we looking at? We're looking at this names string, and we want to find the space. So we can see here in the data preview, character number 6 is where we find the space in Wilson space James. So now I know I want to take the right portion of this row, and that is going to represent our first name. So we can do right. Well, what string are we looking at? We're looking at the names string. And how many characters do we want? Well, we want the length of the names string minus where we find the space. And if I close that out, we'll see that it's James. However, this is going to have an extra space in it because it's where we found the space. So we want to do -1. And so if we were to run this as is, we can see we've got James. And if we did not include that -1 and we hit run, what we would see is we would see each of these has a leading space. So we'll go ahead and add this -1 in. Now that we've got the first name, we want to add a space after it. And then we want to add what the last name is going to be. Well, the last name is going to be all the characters up to the first space. So we can say we want the left of the names column up to where we find the space, which is this formula right here. We'll replace that right there. And now we've got James Wilson. So now when we hit run, we can see that the reverse name is presented correctly in each of these instances. To recap, what we did is we first found the right portion of the string, and the length of it is the length of the entire thing minus where we found the space, -1, because we did not want to include the space. And then we added in the space after the first name, and then we took the left of the string, and the length that we wanted was all of the characters up to the space. And that's how you reverse a name from last space first to first space last.